We're bringing Colin in to save the show. Have you seen his track record?
Yeah.
Perhaps it should have been someone else. Maybe Chappelle could come in.
Oh. Every time you get depressed, Anthony, just think about that sign, Ronkonkoma, and remember where you're from.
Oh, I know.
Never watched that show, the show that's in Ronkonkoma and Patchogue, you know, that bounty hunter show, which is hilarious, family business.
Oh, right, yeah, the guy with the mullet.
That's your block. No, not that guy, the other ones.
The other ones?
They're in Ronkonkoma or something.
The mullets.
No, they're not the
They got mullets out in Ronkonkoma. I've been there.
I know they do.
Yeah. No, I want no part of anything east of, like, Great Neck.
But they have their opening song is actually a AC/DC hit.
Really?
You should go out to that song.
Are you sure it's not the Ozzy song? One of them has Ozzy, too.
No, but that Black Sabbath song you come out to, boy, like you said, we all have our opening music that we come out to, except for me and all the other pros who just kind of...
He was smashing you so bad.
Yeah, I know he is.
Stupid. Well, if you were going to have an opening song, it would be Taps.
Taps?
Yeah, because you're going to die.
That would be funny if I was sick.
No, I mean on stage, stupid.
Oh,
and
dummy.
it is funny because my friends all laugh at it.
They're laughing because you delivered it like a sitcom expectation.
How would you know what a sitcom sounds like?
Oh. Wow, what a slam. You're right, Jim. My goal was never reached. Shut up. You know how many sitcoms I gave him a sitcom idea and they didn't want it.
Which one?
You know my idea, the new Honeymooners. It's the Honeymooners nowadays with me and Alice, and you know, he always says, one of these days, well, this starts on that day. I break every bone in her face. And then it turns into like a CSI. He's always threatening to beat her while I beat her brutally.
I love that. I'd watch. Big meaty fist going into a little delicate face.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, well. Then her sister comes by, I go, what time is Bigfoot coming by? You know, a couple of funny sitcoms. Sister comes by, well, she's in a hospital, I sexually assault the sister. That's actually an homage to a Streetcar Named Desire,
course.
but, you know, I think the people like that.
That's very, very good, Colin.
Thanks.
And then what else did he was just smashing you well.
I smashed him for coming out to Black Sabbath because I realized Voss coming out to Paperback Writer is just as ludicrous as this nerd coming out to a Black Sabbath song.
What song do you come out to? No, you don't. He doesn't come out to this.
No. Look, Jimmy's all upset because this has happened to him in clubs before, where they play the wrong song.
Oh no!
And Jimmy loses his mind.
No, they get the CD. I bring a CD.
This is sellout Black Sabbath.
Right.
Man, I don't go for this.
I like Paranoid, but I wouldn't walk out.
Yeah, what song did he come out to again? I forget. No, he doesn't.
No,
what a hack.
It's the most
National Acrobat.
Oh, is that it?
Yes. It's off Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath.
What do you think?
Of course, they don't
Ozzy would. Of course. What do you think Ozzy would think if I told him the other day how you were vehemently defending at the risk of your own life? You were vehemently defending, The Stranger and the rest of Billy's great soundtrack, his whole collection.
Billy Joel?
Yeah,
I like Billy Joel.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Shut your mouth.
Just because he and I have the same booking agent? I mean, why wouldn't I like him?
There you
That's
go.
why.
He doesn't want to burn bridges.
No, that wasn't it. He really said it sincerely.
I like him. I think he's good, yes. It's not bad.
He actually wakes up sometimes to come out Virginia and then does like 5 push-ups. Gets himself excited. So he can fancy himself a badass who's trying to corrupt a Catholic schoolgirl.
I do like Billy Joel.
Wow. Kind of puts you in a different category, though, if you like, in the old Ozzy, old Sabbath, Billy Joel.
Right.
No, not at all.
Kind of like Paperback Writer.
I love the Paperback Writer, but I wouldn't walk out to it. That's at least the Sabbath song I walk out to is a great walkout song.
It's a great workout song for the right person, but
for me, I'm a big Sabbath fan.
Quiet.
No,
it's not about you. It's about the image. Because when you hear the music, you want to see like either some hot, like leather-clad, like Lita Ford. Not that I'm 90 years old.
Jesus.
Oh my
That's
God!
the hottest chick you could yank out.
You just blew the whole thing by referencing Lita Ford.
That really sexy Mae West.
I know enough to know that that's true, and now I'm going to shut up. 'Cause I'm finished.
What happened there?
Colin, did you watch the inauguration or what?
No, I did not.
You could care less, right?
No, I'd like to see those kinds of things, but you know, you can only take it so much. It's probably boring.
Yeah,
Was it boring?
He doesn't have to watch all that anymore without Tough Crowd.
Without Tough Crowd, I have to pretend.
Were you a lot more informed back when you were doing that show than you are now?
Yeah. I mean, I've spent years having it thrust upon me, all of it.
Yeah. Now you just
SNL,
kinda...
and then that just I always had to watch.
Oh, that's
the news.
right.
So now you're just not reading the papers anymore. You're
No,
care
no,
less,
I
right?
still read. I still read.
You read the comics
the
and-
racing form of the comics. Why? What was the oration?
Well, that's how we met him. Remember?
at OTB.
Yeah, coming out of an
Coming out of
OTB.
OTV or on his way to an OTB.
Yeah.
He gave us a tip, told us not to talk about it on the air. We didn't, and that tip came in.
Oh, that's right. And that was the last one that came in. My cousin is the worst.
He had this really good tip from his cousin.
Yeah,
That's
I was
right.
pissed. We were so late. We had to run back to the station. I wanted to play that.
Yeah,
I
he's
missed-
been bombing ever since.
Really?
Yeah.
That was a good tip.
But yeah, things are moving and grooving for me. Don't worry.
Oh, what are you working on now?
Oh, a lot of grand stuff.
Yeah.
Well, I got a couple of great ideas for TV type shows.
Ideas.
Yeah, just good ideas.
Meetings.
I'm going to pitch them to some of the top network people in town.
Yeah.
Well, the Honeymooners one could be good.
See, I like that one. That idea is great.
Yeah. I think
And all
I
this
could-
retro stuff is really making a comeback.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're
And
making
maybe.
a new Bewitched.
Oh, they real. Oh, that's right, with Will Ferrell.
Yeah.
See, I pronounced his
And
name
Nicole,
right because I was on the show.
Nicole Kidman, right?
Is it Nicole Kidman is going to
think.
be
I never
Samantha?
found her that hot. Why does everyone think she's so hot?
Because she's
Tall,
tall
she's
and
skinny
thin.
and pasty.
It's all thin and pasty seems to be the look people are going for.
The young version was really hot with the curly hair.
I didn't like it.
When that movie, when she was on that boat or whatever, her breakthrough film.
Really, Uncle? That movie when she was on the boat?
I forgot the name of the movie.
I'm surprised he's not like, hey, Nicole Kiddington.
I forgot the name of the movie.
Quite a looker.
What's the name of that movie? Anyone?
The movie on the boat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was called Captain Ron.
What's the
I was on a
movie
boat.
Poseidon Adventure?
Nathaniel, take the mic away from Colin.
Nathaniel.
It's-
Dead Calm.
What?
Dead Calm.
Dead
Nicole Kidman.
Calm.
Oh,
that was a good
Nathaniel.
That
Good
movie
one.
made her a star.
Yeah, but it was also, she was hot because it was like a whole undercurrent of rape and murder on that thing, right?
That makes
There's a
girls
lot of crazy
hotter.
stuff going on the boat. Yes.
Where'd you get Nathaniel from? A technical institute in Austria in the 1500s. Why doesn't he call himself Nate and join the crowd?
No, actually, his parents call him Than.
His
They went the
nickname.
other way
Fan.
and call him
That fan.
That Than.
What music does he come out to, Jimmy?
I don't know. I've never done a gig with him on the road.
Mm.
But with Voss, I did one with
No, you had him warm up for you.
That fan?
Oh no,
Nathaniel.
I thought Nathaniel.
Oh, he didn't come out to any
Nathaniel.
music.
Is he an aspiring comic?
Yeah.
Yes, he is.
He does
I wish
pretty
him the
well.
best.
He does pretty well.
Another one joins the group.
Yeah.
Speaking of the Honeymooners, the Black Honeymooners. What do you think of that?
What do you mean? Is that coming out?
Yeah,
Yep.
with,
Mike Epps and
Cedric the Entertainer.
What is it, a movie or a TV show?
Movie.
It's going to be a movie, right? The Black Honeymooners.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
I think
I don't
it's
know.
odd that they're remaking some of these shows and casting black guys as
also doing Back to School.
Yeah, he's doing back to school.
Back to school, but they're going to call it to school for the first time.
Back to community college. back to DeVry.
Anybody there?
Huh? What?
Hello.
I said, is anybody there?
Oh God.
She's really getting
I could barely hear you guys.
Hello.
Yeah, hello.
saying I can barely hear you 20 times is
Where
not
you
good
got
radio.
again?
I'm not a pro, but
Whatever happened?
All right. Dan in Ohio. Dan, what's up?
Hey, not much, guys. What's going on?
We're hanging with Colin Quinn.
Hey, he's hilarious, isn't he?
Yes.
He's not Jim Norton, but he's funny. Hey, I was just
Attaboy,
I try,
Dan.
sir.
hey, sweet tits.
Hi,
Hey,
Dan.
I was just calling to see if you guys saw Jenna Bush at the parade yesterday,
Jenna?
putting that lipstick on. Did you see her doing that?
Wait, which one is she? Is she the blonde?
Yeah, she's a hot blonde with big tits.
Yeah, she's much hotter than her sister.
Yo.
One looks like the president, one looks like the mother.
Lip gloss on, her mouth was wide open like it was a cock and she was taking square in the
This guy's
mouth.
jacking to the inauguration.
Why do I think he's got that on
in the-
freeze frame? And his whole wall is
Camera was
covered with
right
like
on her, and her dad's looking at her and goes, points at the camera and says, "Hey, they can see you." And then she just kind of got all embarrassed and ducked away.
Ah.
Man, it was the hottest thing from the president's daughter I've seen in quite some time.
Did you whack your bag?
No, I was at work, or I would have.
The hottest presidential kid scene. Apparently, you've never seen John saluting.
Oh. That guy's got a laser scope.
All right, we're going to play the CNN footage
footage?
Well, the audio of the protester.
This went out over the air on CNN.
Yeah.
All right.
Take a listen to this.
If the president looks out his window, this is what he will see. These are some of the pictures, some of the images you see. You can read those signs. Worst ever, a picture of George W. Bush guilty of war crimes. These are some of the pictures that the president is about to see if he hasn't seen them yet. If he looks out of his window, that's what he will see. And I would venture to say this is not, if he's thinking at all of getting out of the limo, and this would not be the right place to do that. Bob Franken, you're there. Tell us what's going on.
Crowds are being faced off with police who are trained and coordinated, several hundred, probably close to 1,000, to say nothing of all those who are in the parade going past. So what you have is a face-off. What is pretty much a polite day here, as we were hearing just a moment ago. It seems that for whatever reason, the crowd has been held down. Some of the organizers are saying one of the reasons is that it is so prohibitively difficult to get in past all the seating.
All right, Bob, I'm going to interrupt. We're having a little trouble hearing you. It's very noisy where you are.
Yeah, nice cover up.
Did they mic the heckler? He had clearer audio than the guy.
Yeah, the heckler you hear.
Does that surprise you on CNN?
No, not at all. That they would point out those signs.
And they're like, it's all very peaceful. Shut
Yeah.
up. See, this is why one of the worst bands in the country was Sarin Gas.
Really?
Yeah, that could have been used to great effect yesterday.
Lob a few into the crowd
bands. They said one of the worst bands.
No, I didn't.
to come out to as a comic.
No, I didn't know what he meant. I'm like,
I thought I heard bands too.
yeah, I think he said one of the worst bands. I'm like, who?
Bands.
Let's not get into details. It's long. It's really not worth going back over.
Hey, are you doing I have a question for you. They're doing a tsunami benefit at the comic strip. I told them I'd plug it. Are you doing it? They wanted to know if you were doing it.
And so you chose to confront me on the air. Why don't you call my agent or have them go professionally instead of jumping on my face? Stupid.
David Tell, Jim Gaffigan, Judy Gold, and Jim Florentine. Comic strip Tuesday night.
Okay, Jimmy.
Shut
your mouth.
No, I'm plugging it for you.
Drop it.
212-861-9386.
What's wrong with doing a benefit,
Yeah,
Colin?
how about
What's wrong
I
with
don't
you?
believe in the tsunami victims.
Oh,
I'm against them.
That's
you're
true.
against them.
Those
Yeah.
and these so-called Holocaust victims are hiding somewhere together.
I'm kind of with Colin on that whole thing. Yeah. I think a lot of that aid is going to come and bite us in the ass because it's going to be money that's taken by a lot of these Muslim groups over there.
Yeah.
And used against us.
Let them stop talking to all Marines so snotty, and maybe they'll get a buck out of me.
There
maybe.
you go.
Yep.
They don't want us in their country. They don't want our military in their country, even though we're helping people.
Right.
They think we're going to stay there.
It's not them. They're scared of those Al Qaeda. Look how big Abu Sayyaf, whatever that group is in the Philippines. They're big, man.
Yeah.
Big.
Isn't Indonesia mostly Muslim? I mean, it's like 80% Muslim.
It's mostly Muslim.
The whole world is.
Just awful.
Yeah.
You know what the U.S. should send over there? Buckets of salt water. That's how we should help them out. Just dump it out of a helicopter like we're putting out a fire.
That's the last thing they need.
Well, Jim's going to do the benefit, though, right?
I don't know.
If we get back from Washington?
Oh,
Is it
now
appropriate-
it's I don't know.
If I'm back from D.C.,
Shut up, front runner.
I was always up in the air about that.
Is it appropriate to do tsunami jokes at a tsunami?
Who
benefit?
cares? Do them anyway.
point.
Yeah. Like, what do you do if you have a whole bunch of good tsunami?
If you have a tsunami hunk.
A hunk.
Yeah, I haven't done anything on it.
No. You haven't done any tsunami, Joe?
Why not? Is this the new Jim?
No, I'm not clever enough to write anything.
Yeah, I know. It is kind of a weird one.
Is there a way to tie in pedophile sex with the tsunami?
Yeah, it's like how do you take the hotness out and make it funny? All those beautiful, smooth lads washed away. Take 4 or 5 years to get another crop ready.
Maybe you can go. Maybe you should go on that night. Go on to like a Beach Boys song.
Oh, there you go.
Catch a wave.
Catch a wave, right? Exactly. Ralphie May was over there, walking around the sex areas and stuff.
Was he really?
With his chick.
We made the joke that he had caused the tsunami, jumping in the water.
But he was acting
Fat
like
bastard.
he just kind of strayed into the sex areas of Thailand. Remember? We didn't really call him out on
if you're
that.
vacationing in Thailand, you go in there for sex with underage boys.
Why
That's
else-
pretty much the only reason to go to Thailand.
He was with his girlfriend, though.
Yeah,
Okay, then it's totally legitimate. So what? He's forcing her into decadent acts also. And then I respect that, actually.
Maybe he wants, a young boy and a girl with him.
Yeah.
You know, there's no other reason. People go, oh, no, you should see the beaches there. Like there aren't 50,000 other beaches you can go to.
And if you're Leonardo DiCaprio and Jessica Alba and you go, oh, you should see the beaches there, you might buy there in some like wild beach ecstasy sex party. But if you're Ralphie May, the minute they get off the plane, they're all like, oh, you're a sex tourist. You know.
Yeah, of course. The cab driver tells you exactly where to go to get the young boys.
Right, he won't take you to the hotel. He's like, stop the line. You know why you're here, fatty.